Hey everybody, Dave, the WA Phone local job recruiter here. Here comes the pain. Let's talk about DNA and DNU. You'll see on one of my other videos, I think it's called Grease the Wheels. I mentioned DNA, DNU, being saved in a phone as being a time waster, and straight out your name and then DNA. And I've sat at my computer before dodging calls from absolute idiots, because I know they're an absolute idiot. So let's talk about how to be put down as a DNA as do not answer the phone, and then DNU, which is do not use at all, which goes in the computer and all your colleagues know this guy or girl is hard work and do not use their services out in their field. Reasons for this are huge. First of all, it could be bad feedback from their previous allocation. So they could be unsafe. And safety on mine sites, sorry to say this, costs money to the mine site. So mines hate to be shut down, have DMIRS up there. DMIRS is the Department of Mine and Industry Regulation, and it's DMIRS. And if DMIRS turn up on a mine site, everybody stops working. No money goes out the door, no ore goes overseas, everything stops. DMIRS are like the federal police of safety on mine sites. So being DNA'd, you could be DNA'd or DNU'd for being unsafe. You could be actually just too hard to handle with paperwork and being a bit of a dick on the phone. So phone etiquette. Phone etiquette. Super important. Like, if you're expecting someone to bend over backwards and do your paperwork and submit you off and represent you, vouch for you, and really it's a lot of paperwork in my job, don't be a dick. So phone etiquette. I actually like it when people have more than a one-word answer to a question. Another good reason for being DNA'd is failing a drug and alcohol test. Mega important, because I'm going to directly ask you, can you pass a PEM and a DAS? So a DAS is a drug and alcohol screening, and a PEM is a pre-employment medical. So if you're unfit for work, I had a dude go somewhere and he had a big hernia coming out of his belly button. And I've had a hernia before, down there. And I said, are you going to pass a PEM and a DAS? You know, haven't broken your shoulder, haven't broken both your ankles last week, I haven't got a hernia. And I kind of said that. And he must have known there was a golf ball size hernia that showed up on the pre-employment medical. You can't ignore it. I had one. It's painful as hell. The other one is drug use. Turning up to a DAS test hungover and still having alcohol in your breath. It might have been a big night last night, but you don't turn up hungover and stinking of booze, or have straight out drugs in your system. I think weed stays in your system for 28 days. All that other naughty white stuff stays in there a bit shorter, but you're just not safe. So drug and alcohol test, PEM, don't fail it to be DNA'd and DNU'd. How to also be in DNU'd would be just paperwork. You're unreliable. You're a serial offender when it comes to applying for jobs that you're not right for, that you didn't read the selection criteria. You're just spamming the world with applications that waste my time and people like me's time to figure out that you don't read the selection criteria. And that's mega important. Recruiters and HR departments put the selection criteria to help you get the job. It's not smoke and mirrors. This is how you get the job. Have A, B, C, D. And if you apply for the job frequently, you've got A and B, then you're on the phone, oh, hi, I'm really interested in the job. Did you read the criteria? Huh? Yeah, I read it. Have you got all the stuff? Oh, I'm willing to learn. I'm really keen. I'm really motivated. You didn't meet the selection criteria. If you do that too much, you're just going nowhere. So being DNA'd and DNU'd, super important. A good relationship with a recruiter or HR department is crucial, because if you're going out on shutdowns and you want to know where your next paycheck's coming from, be easy to help, have a bit of personality, spell your name right on your CV. I've seen terrible CVs. Check out my other videos. Have good phone etiquette, pass the PEM and the DAS. Don't get demurs up there on site when you're on site, and keep working safe, because what I do to make sure that I can keep vouching for you after you've shined me up and pulled the wool over my eyes to start with, I'm going to call site, and I'm going to call someone further up the line. I'm going to say, Bob Jones, how'd he go? Was he safe? Did he punch on with anyone? Did he follow the rules in the mess and not go to the mess in his high vis and stink like sweat and be covered in dirt? Just stuff like that. That is getting feedback about your performance doing the job, and basic involvement in the community, because really FIFO work is hard enough already. It's hot. The flies will lift you off the ground almost, so we don't need an idiot up there who's not safe, and we certainly won't let them get there if they can't pass the DAS, and if you can't pass the PEM, you're not going. So don't be DNU'd, grease the wheels and you'll be fine.